In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between using pan watercolor versus liquid watercolor. Hey friends, I'm Sarah from Ensign Insights. Thank you so much for checking out this video. These paints are from the Nostalgia Collective. And I have Hansa Yellow in both Cobalt Turquoise Light, Prussian Blue, Ultraviolet, Opera Pink, and Titanium White. I do not have the Titanium White in the pan. So one thing to start out, these are pigmented liquid watercolors, so they're different from the other liquefied watercolors like this one because this one is dye-based. And the main difference between these is that dye-based is not light-fast. So if you have something with your watercolor on it that's been in the sun, it will fade the color, whereas these ones will not fade because they are pigment-based instead. So because I have the same colors in the pigment liquid and the pan, I decided I would compare them. I have not even used these ones before, so this will be my first time. So let's see what happens. So these pigment-based watercolors need to be shaken up a lot more than regular liquid watercolors. I won't record all of it. And the pan, I'm just getting them wet to soak in a little bit. I like that the liquids are ready to go. I did spill quite a bit with that blue one, but that's why I just use my Hobby Lobby 25-cent poster boards. So you can see with the pans, it takes a lot longer to get the right consistency, and there's still a lot of trial and error of how much water you're adding versus how much pigment. But I really do like that you can decide how concentrated you want it to be, if you want the color to be a lot darker or if you want it to be a little bit lighter. It's really easy to change that, which it's not so much with the liquid. You can dip your brush right in the pan, but I have not found success in, especially watercolor lettering, doing that. So I always make it its own liquid watercolor in a little well first. And you can see here I didn't mix up my ultraviolet enough, so there was still a little bit of pigment in the bottom, which is why it was not very concentrated to start out. So really the difference is that my pan watercolor are more concentrated because I didn't add as much water. So now for this lettering, I'm using the liquid watercolors for the first part, and then I'll use the pan watercolors for the bottom line. And I just want to remind you that I have never used these these specific colors before. This is the Sky Full of Stars line, and so I didn't know exactly how they were going to blend or what colors to blend. So this was really just me experimenting, and you get to see the first impressions. So I really like the liquid watercolors for lettering. It's very helpful. It's already liquid, you just drop it in. You do have to shake it up a little bit, but then you just drop it in your well and it's ready to go. They blend really easily because it's already the right consistency. You don't have to play with how much water is in it. So now I'm starting with the pan watercolor down here, and you can see it is pretty thick. So I probably would want to add a little more water, but that's just trial and error of using pan watercolors. I do like how the color is very dark, although they're not blending as seamlessly because they are a bit thicker. And then I really like the Titanium White. I think I'm going to be using this one a lot more because I always use bleed proof white, Dr. P.H. Martin's, and you have to get it to the right consistency, and it's really difficult. So I like this one. It's already ready to go right away. So now I decided to do a little rainbow wash with these watercolors, and I am using the pan version so that I can control the amount of pigment. So my recommendation would be, if you're going to be doing more lettering, then definitely get the liquid watercolors. If you're going to be doing more washes and other watercolor, then I would say definitely get the pan version. Because with the pan version you can do both, it just takes a little bit longer to get the right consistency for lettering. So if you're just going to be doing lettering, just get the liquid ones. If you do want to do a lot of other things, then the pan ones are great. And I was really surprised actually, because I always love liquid watercolor more than pans. But in this case, I think I liked the pans better. But really, there's positives about both sides, so it's really hard to choose. So really, you can't go wrong. And also, I really like this combination of colors. I thought they were just going to be for galaxies, which I don't do much galaxies, but turns out they're perfect for my rainbows. But I hope you enjoy this fun little rainbow wash. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.